headlines. Chief Minister Khemchand calls on Union Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari at New Delhi. Building a good locality depends on character of its seniors and youths, says MLA Thangjam Arun Kumar. Vice Chancellor of Kongnang Thaba University, Professor Enjoy Kumar, voiced fears over Northeast future, warned disunity could endanger region. President Irabot Foundation, Gopin Luang raises alarm on effects of over-adaptation of other cultures. Good evening. Welcome to ISTB English News. I'm Surbala Kangabam. Let's see the news in detail. Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand called on Union Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari at his office on Tuesday evening. The Chief Minister was accompanied by his two Deputy Chief Minister Nimcha Kipgen of the BJP and Losi Dikho of the Naga People's Front. This was the first meeting between the two leaders after Khemchand assumed office as Chief Minister of Manipur on February 4. During the meeting, the Chief Minister briefed the Union Minister on the status of various ongoing road projects in the state. He sought special attention for Manipur's proposal for an elevated highway and for strengthening national highways across the state. Nitin Gadkari assured all possible assistance from the ministry and said the proposal submitted by the Manipur government would be considered positively. Nongmaibung Chakpram Leirak Development Committee observed its 8th Foundation Day at Multi-Utility Park, Nongmaibung Chakpram Leirak, Imphal East today, with MLA of Wangkai Assembly Constituency Thangjam Arun Kumar, Chairman NCLDC Chakpram Rupachandra and President Eastern Student Club Wahingbam Ishwar Chandra as the main guest of the function. The function honored senior residents of the locality by presenting symbolic gifts and presented meritorious awards to 3 individuals. Speaking at the function, MLA Arun Kumar said, building a good locality depends on the characters of its seniors and youths. He also highlighted the different developmental works carried out in the constituency, including works to prevent floods in Wangkai. He then appealed for cooperation in all development works taken up by the government.
Maruina Wangkai Kendrigi Atopa Jagasu, say Lamlung with a young toy and a Kaiba Jagama, Lamlung Tung, and Hyderaga, Madu Sokuna. Foot meter Muki laying a returning walls which are no longer a top some Nakani, a young Paligi Lambi Samoki Matansi, dispute on the delay. Masiloina, Kogimarata misunderstanding a Madilene, PW Dama Haini, PhD Nama Haini, I don't know more than Paminaraga, a koi soap to know the Honazarin, like a Lambi, Tavapuna, Main Road Kai, Biaga, Taraga, Hapazi, Lambi, Yankee Marisui, Puna. Lambi Yankee Marini, Masi Samapadamatam, Kitan the Changi, a day like Koloki Machamatas in Labor City, a command, Tanraga Tominasi.
Expressing concern over the future of Northeast India, Vice Chancellor of Kongnang Thaba University, Professor Enjoy Kumar, stated that the region cannot be safeguarded unless its people stand united. He made a statement during the valedictory function of the first Northeast Indigenous Games and Cultural Meet held at Mapal Kangjebung today. The Indigenous Games and Cultural Meet was organized by Amuko, MSF and Yelho Miyam Yaukat Kanglop from February 23 at various venues. The closing ceremony was attended by Amuko President Sanjoy Sorokhaibam, Joint Director of Art and Culture Marina Sri Maidembam, Kabui Union Manipur Vice President L. London Kabui, Thado NP Manipur General Secretary Michael Lamjathang Thado, noted folk singer Guru Riwin Mangsava, among others. Participants from Assam, Tripura and Nagaland showcased various indigenous games and traditional dances during the event. Speaking on the occasion, Professor Joy Kumar said that although the people of the Northeast belong to different communities and bear different identities, they share Mongoloid ancestry. He noted that their blood ties can be traced to East and Southeast Asia, adding that there are many similarities between the people of the region and countries such as Thailand. He stated that the future of Northeast remains unclear in India's view. He also pointed out that the Northeast is not even mentioned in the national anthem and often remains neglected in political discourse. He stressed that unity among the people of the Northeast is essential to secure and strengthen the region's future.
Matam sana proper care lorokdaba noina kasagi haiba bigger social groups in masigi mayokta masigi Northeast India haiba Northeastern region ki states in masigi akoi apunbagi satam mama hana lejaba apunbagi satam mama kupunda masi liaisna torpa wena resilience torpa mani haina aidi masi logi Northeastern region da laiba akoi we kudi mase we belong to the same ethnic community. Dharma community no hai batunda akoi se minority remaining nations ko ki manaba kaya mulai.
During the event, Sanjoy Sorakhabam claimed that the land once under British colonial rule is now being undermined again by India through changes to its name. He highlighted Manipur's immense potential in art and culture, sports, tourism, agriculture and horticulture as key sectors that could drive development and create new opportunities. He alleged that efforts are being made to weaken the state to prevent it from regaining strength. Referring to the unrest since May 3, 2023, he asserted that the conflict was not initiated by the Kuki community but orchestrated by the Indian government under a different pretext. He called for collective vigilance and proactive measures to prevent such incidents in the future and to safeguard the community.
Pokpadagi ngasi phawda ekoi ningtam hingwat pamba adu kango mani manaki makha da mikha pholaga hingba heiba hingul pamba kango ni maram adula iko amato isu hinglam laga hisi ki haile khanba purai amagi miyoi watani maram adula ekoi iram ireba asigi leiniba ekoi oiba indigenous game ekoi bar indigenous medicine plan ekoi tourism manamasi asi support no hola Northeast people singa interrelation and the excellence program am the yam great am the business yam no
Irabot Foundation Manipur, along with All Manipur Ethnical Socio-Cultural Organization and All Manipur Arts and Culture Students Union, jointly organized a one-day cultural confluence on One Manipur, Our Food, Our Culture, Our Identity at USAC Community Hall, Kakwa, Lilanto Lampak today. Speaking at the program, President Irabot Foundation Manipur, Kunjamayum Gopen Luwang, said a unified Manipur cannot be achieved through lecturers, stating that one needs to fully understand their food, culture and identity and take action to build a united motherland. Highlighting the importance of the cultural fabric in society, Gopen Luwang expressed concern over the impacts in society brought on by over-adaptation of other cultures while disregarding one's own culture and traditions. The confluence is organized to draw attention and address the said impacts, he added. The program featured traditional dance performances including Thabal Chongba.
Culture harkana miram lamgi culture na hena khuna yanjalakpa luhongbada sorata natragana mi laigidaba pokpada tongan ba culture si yanjalakanda ngasidi ekhoi luhongbada sanagi kundu sarkanda huglakpagi tradition ama lae sanabi mutharakpajino orakanda ngasidi ekhoi gi manipur je kang hungchaiba economy da salak saba aduga amaga taisanaba yabdabagi phubam ama lerakpaje masi ekhoina through ekhoi gi foods culture aduga identity sigi Kutangda kuna One Manipur si amatani haibagi khulao ngasi event amakakta na tabida history amoina puari amoina lehongna namagi khongthang amoina ngasi dagi khoi sugumba cultural confluence se ma pangthok sabani haina sumana thamjaki.
A 12-member media delegation from Manipur comprising 10 journalists and 2 officials visited the Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology in Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala on Wednesday as part of a press tour organized by the Press Information Bureau Imphal with support from PIB Thiruvananthapuram. The delegation was received by Professor Kuruvila Joseph, distinguished professor and pro-vice chancellor, who presented an overview of the institute's academic programs, research focus and its role in supporting India's space missions. Heads of various departments also interacted with the team and highlighted IIST's undergraduate, postgraduate, and doctoral programs in specialized areas of space, science, and technology. Established in 2007, IIST is Asia's first institute dedicated exclusively to space education and research and plays a key role in capacity building for the National Space Program. The delegation toured advanced laboratories and research facilities, interacted with faculty and researchers, and was briefed on national collaborations and mission-oriented projects aligned with India's space objectives, gaining insight into the institute's contributions to innovations and self-reliance in the space sector. MLA of Mayang Imphal AC Kongham Robindro inaugurated and dedicated a water supply scheme in Uchiwa Awang Lekai to Village Water and Sanitation Committee today and graced the Jal Arpan Divas program. The water supply scheme is constructed by PHE Department, Imphal West. The Jal Arpan Divas was graced by MLA Kongham Robindro, Additional Chief Engineer Imphal West PHED RK Dorendra, Superintending Engineer of the Department Soibam Oasis, SDO Wangoi Block Maibam Suranjoy, and officials of the department. The program displayed various placards which read, "Close the water tap after use always," "Conserve water, conserve life," "No water, no life," "Save water, save life," "Water is life, treat is life," among others. Speaking on the occasion, MLA Robindro urged the people for proper use and protection of all public properties. He underlined on the impacts of unchecked sand extraction in Imphal River and stated that the issue had also been tabled at the Assembly. He expressed belief that the government under the new Chief Minister will take up amicable steps to address the situation.
Sigi discussion जो हम तो वो दूसरे जो ना अंदर की लेने पर सरकार से ना आकर कच्चा कर लेके ये लोग हम उसको सीधे ना हम उसको सीधे ना बोलते ना perfectly हम गेम मीटिंग हुई ना पता चलता ना बस सीमा.
Legal Aid Awareness Legal Aid Clinic Samaram in association with Kombire English School jointly organized a one-day legal awareness program at the school campus in Fundrei, Thobal district today. The program, held under the aegis of National Legal Services Authority and Manipur State Legal Service Authority Lamphel-Fat, Imphal, was graced by ex-chairperson Langathel Gram Panchayat S. Tomba, principal of the school Muhammad Nawang, and officer in charge Khongjom Police Station Inspector S.H. Joy Kumar as the main guest. Panel lawyer advocate Mayanlambam Swami of District Legal Services Authority Thobal spoke on Prohibition of Child Marriage Act 2006 and free and competent legal aid, while panel lawyer advocate M.D. Jakir Hussain spoke on POCSO Act 2021 and JJ Act 2015 as resource persons of the function. Addressing the gathering, paralegal volunteer of Legal Aid Clinic Samaram, Dhanajit Sagolsem, said the awareness is organized as part of the 100 days nationwide intensive campaign to end child marriage and call for collective efforts to end child marriage in India by 2030. A three-day masterclass on film music composition led by veteran filmmaker Aribam Shyam Sharma began on Wednesday at the Manipur State Film and Television Institute in Imphal. Jointly organized by MSFTI and the Television and Cine Foundation Manipur, the program focuses on film music composition and the evolving role of music in cinema. 21 participants selected from a diverse pool of applicants, including aspiring filmmakers, musicians, and media students, are attending the intensive session. The afterclass covers the aesthetics and technical aspects of film scoring, creative collaboration between directors and composers, and practical guidance on preparing entries for film music composition, with the aim of nurturing emerging talent and strengthening cinematic education in the state. Secretary of Kuman United Clubs and Mairapai Association Women Wing, Thangjam Rebecca Leima, has claimed issue of overcrowding at exam centers of Bosem High School Leaving Certificate Exam and Kosem Higher Secondary Exam located within Mayang Imphal. In a press meet held at Kukma office, Rebecca said the presence of guardians and well-wishers of the students near the exam centers has resulted in traffic jams and overcrowding. Calling for free and fair examinations, she called on the guardians and the well-wishers to refrain from instigating any unfair means during the exam, stating that such acts are detrimental to the younger generations and the society.
Class 10, 11 amadi 12 examination gi kogi tawriba phibam jida ko Mayang Imphal da center tariba school sing gi akoibada kogi unfair means ki khongban chenbagi kogi sigumba yamna yengbada nuaitaba ekta traffic jam oiba lambida dagi mi yamna kochanba grung langba nupiang yauchang kumhai madona tawba tawriba thabak-sing ase khudaktagi ngasi gi numisidagi khudaktagi lepiu wa wafam yamna thamjari makha tabada karigumba asum chathabiba taragadi kumana lokhalokba thabakta yam isai sana daita bubigidabni habu wafamju thamjagi.
Also speaking at the press meet, President of the Women Wing, SM Memcha, said there still has been no solution to the May 3 violence till date and urged the youths of Mayang Imphal to stop road donations for Thabal Chongba and Yaosheng in view of the ongoing Class 10 and 12 board examinations.
Aikoi Mayang Phangi oina Yaosheng hauba numit lagi loiba numit phauba koigi Thabal Chongba singbachi tawiu makha tarakpajusu tawiganu nuairibani harauribani haidana Thabal Chongba matamdasu yamna athengba nong ngaramdai bok chongbadu tawiganu pung 12 phaubadang chongbiu lalasi loiba natri aikoi nuai thokpa yaba matam natri aduna irang parang tawduna aikoi matam mangan gumji.
All India Congress Committee Project Sangathan Srijan Abhiyan aimed to rejuvenate the party at the grassroots level and particularly to democratically install presidents of the District Congress Committee was hosted by the Senapati DCC at Mao Paumai Catholic Women's Hall, Senapati on Wednesday. AICC Observer for Senapati and Ukhrul District H.S. Lucky, President Chandigarh PCC presided over the meeting. In his address, he emphasized the need to reconstruct the party organization from the Block Congress Committee and especially the DCC. The focus of the mission is to make sure that the district president is elected in a very fair and transparent process and invited any person from any block intending to serve as the district president to take the prescribed form and submit to him. During the interaction session, participants emphasized the need to establish a permanent office for the District Congress Committee and urged the leadership to initiate the process at the earliest. They also proposed the formulation of a structured fundraising strategy to strengthen the party's organizational activities. Additionally, members stressed that the Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee should remain more aware and sensitive to public perceptions and concerns in the district, particularly in the context of the prevailing social climate marked by diverse narratives. The meeting was attended by the observers and Mahila Secretary of the MPCC, the DCC executive members, and the Block Congress Committee executive members of the 3 BCCs of 47 Karong AC, 48 Mao AC and 49 Tadubi AC, President NSUI, Manipur and other Congress workers. Residents and commuters along the 22-kilometer Marampurul-Atwongba road have voiced strong concerns over the deteriorating condition of the PMGSY road, calling it a bone shaker due to potholes, cracks and sunken stretches that make travel difficult. The road, constructed under the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana between August 2019 and February 2021, was scheduled for maintenance from February 2021 to 2026, now extended to 2028 due to the national lockdown. Serving over 30 villages and 50,000 residents daily, the poor road conditions have particularly impacted the sick, elderly and those needing emergency medical transport. Locals claim frequent travel on the road could even affect the health of fit individuals due to its rough state. Despite repeated appeals by the Road Development Association, youth and students' bodies, no maintenance work has been carried out. K.S. Solomon, chairman of the Maram Paibung Road Development Association, warned of a democratic agitation alongside the village chairman and secretaries if authorities fail to act immediately. Meanwhile, construction of the RCC bridge over Barak River at Koide Bisho has been halted since last November. Residents questioned the delay despite low water levels in the current dry season, raising concerns over possible fund diversion from the project. The All Naga Students Association Manipur has strongly opposed the directive by the Meitei Irol Iyek Loina Siloy Apunba Loop mandating vehicle registration numbers in Meitei Mayek script across the state, terming it an egregious imposition that is illogical, unconstitutional and undemocratic. And some stated that enforcing a single script in a plural society undermines cultural diversity, identity and constitutional guarantees, and warned that such unilateral action could exacerbate communal tensions and destabilize the fragile peace in the state. The student body urged the Manipur government to intervene immediately, restrain the implementation of the directive and uphold justice, plurality and co-equal citizenship, cautioning that Milal must bear responsibility for any adverse consequences arising from its insistence. The Senapati District Truck Owners Association has submitted a representation to the Director General of Police Manipur seeking the transfer of Inspector S. Lamkhosang Kipgen, officer in charge of Tadupi Police Station, over allegations of illegal collection of money from trucks passing through the station. In the letter dated February 25, 2026, the association stated that a formal complaint had earlier been lodged with the Superintendent of Police Senapati District on September 27, 2025, but claimed that no action had been taken. The association further alleged that the illegal collection was repeated on February 12, 2026, warning that such practices could damage public trust in law enforcement and cause hardship to truck drivers and vehicle owners. The body urged the DGP to take necessary action at the earliest, cautioning that it may resort to democratic forms of agitation if the matter remains unaddressed. The Manipur wrestling team was flagged off by President of All Manipur Working Journalists Union, Asim Bhaktha, at Bir Tikendrajit International Airport, Imphal today. President of Manipur Wrestling Association, N. Poni, and the General Secretary were also present. The team comprises 24 participants, including 7 female and 14 male wrestlers under 15 years, competing in freestyle, Greco-Roman, and women wrestling styles at the 2026 U Under 15 National Wrestling Championship. The team is being looked after by 2 female coaches and 1 male coach. The championship, organized by Tamil Nadu Amateur Wrestling Association under Wrestling Federation of India, will be held from February 27 to March 1, 2026 at Salem, Tamil Nadu. The Naga Students Union Delhi began its much-awaited annual Sports Meet 2026 on Wednesday at the Police Ground Kingsway Camp near GTB Metro Station under the theme Celebrating Unity Through Sports. The 4-day event, scheduled from February 25 to 28, brought together Naga students and community members in Delhi. Delivering the welcome address, NSUD President D. Sojio Mao greeted the gathering. A special prayer was done by Reverend Dr. Enrique Medom, pastor of NCF Delhi, followed by a special number presented by Rojohan Vemai. The ceremony was graced by special invitee to the Monitoring Committee, Ministry of Home Affairs, and members of the Besbarua Committee, MHA Joram Maivio, as a chief guest. Maivio lauded the organizers and emphasized discipline, dedication, and sustained effort as key to success, urging students to invest time in their goals and personal growth. He said the sports meet aimed to foster unity and friendship beyond competition, encourage pride in Naga heritage and awareness of history, and cautioned against divisions caused by tribalism and discrimination, calling on youth to demonstrate visionary leadership and collective strength. The author note-taking ceremony was led by NSUD Sports Secretary MK Lop Joy Chote, after which the chief guest formally declared the sports meet opened. This year's edition features 10 teams with 2 tribes combined to form one team, a move seen as a symbolic step towards fostering unity. A variety of games for both men and women are lined up, with football, volleyball, and basketball matches kicking off on the first day. Food stalls set up by individual and organizations added to the festive atmosphere, turning the ground into a more than just a sporting venue. It became a space of laughter, reunion, and shared stories. And before we wind up the top stories once again, Chief Minister Khemchand calls on Union Road Transport and Highway Minister Nitin Gadkari at New Delhi. Building a good locality depends on characters of its seniors and youth, says MLA Thangjam Arun Kumar. Vice Chancellor of Kongnang Thaba University, Professor Enjoy Kumar, voiced fears over Northeast future, warned disunity could endanger region. President Irabot Foundation Gopen Luang raises alarm on effects of over-adaptation of other cultures. Well, thank you so much for joining with us, and good night.